After you've made your background into a layer, now what you want to do is reorder so that your main picture or your full picture is on top. So you're going to hide the other picture. So it's underneath there. I'm going to make sure my opacity is at 100. So both opacities, because I was playing with that, should be at 100. So we have 100 and 100. After everything is good, so we've checked the size, we've checked the coloring, we have placed it, and now the main picture is on top. Now we're going to go ahead and activate the masking tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my colors are black and white, so you can also click on this if they're not. And then I'm going to go into the layer, the top layer, and apply a mask. Once I have that on, you'll see a lockbox, and the masking layer will have the corner brackets selected. I'm then going to go in and choose a brush. I want to choose the first brush available, and the size, about the size of the eye, or a little bit bigger. So I can use my bracket keys to make them bigger or smaller, or go ahead and adjust the size over here. And what I'm going to do is, if black is selected, what it does is it takes away or reveals the picture underneath. And so say I go too much, like that's too much, I can go ahead and use the X, notice over here, will toggle, and white will bring the top picture back, so I can totally start over, and then X to toggle, and then the color black reveals the picture underneath. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully paint in the area, and I can bring back different colors from the top layer, and you can go back and forth. And what it does now is the other girl's eyes are now showing. And what I've done, or what the masking tool has done using the brush, is I've actually cut away, that's what I was doing with the brush, cut away, revealing the picture underneath. And so what we really have here again is I'm just creating holes so that this picture is revealed underneath. And then so that's using the masking tool to go ahead and combine two images. The next thing I'm going to do is show you how to use the clone stamp or band-aid tools to fix something like a scratch or a scar or a blemish. And so I'm going to go ahead and open up a picture of our Marilyn Monroe. And so we would never want to get rid of her mole, but say there was a picture and she did not want her mole there. You can use what's called the clone stamp or the band-aid. So there's a spot healing brush. So we're first going to show you the healing brush tool. And what this does is if you hold Option, click, and it copies. I don't want to do that. So we want to use the spot healing brush to go ahead and, like a band-aid, cover it up. So what you do is, I'll go back a step. So you use the spot healing brush to go ahead and, like a band-aid, cover over the blemish. And what it does, it kind of finds and paints the colors next to it. And what the other healing brush does is it goes ahead and selects. So say I wanted what it does is it just copies and pastes things, which is not always what you want to do, but that's what that one does. Sometimes if I had the mole, for example, what you can do is actually Option click next to it and paste over the skin on top of it. So that's how you can use the spot healing brush. You could use it if someone had braces. You can take a picture of the tooth color and paste it over the braces. But what it does is it takes a picture of the color next to an item and pastes over. So again, those are how to use the spot healing brush and the healing brush to fix blemishes in a picture.